I am used to Congress slowing things up. We do it all the time. It takes 3 branches, and even this branch, as we've recently seen, takes a long time when things matter. And I noted that you seemed, in fact you did, blame all the project delays on the local level, and you didn't offer a single example of delays by the Department of Transportation. Now, the data shows that approved times at your levels, have doubled. Why should we conclude that the delays are solely the fault of transit agencies? And look, Ms. Administrator Williams, I'm willing to accept for the agencies, for the localities' faults on their side, but we're not getting anywhere if unless everybody accepts responsibility. Now, we have figures showing delays, and I want to know why you won't take responsibility for those delays and then indicate what you think you can do about them.
Thank you, Madam Chair. First of all, let me talk a little bit about the data. The data compares the last 2 years of the Obama administration with the first 2 years of the Trump administration. And I would argue that the first 2 years of a first-term administration looks very different than the last 2 years of a second-term.
All right, given that, what are you going to do about it, Ms. Williams? And I mean, even if one accepts that notion, it's the first time I've ever heard that kind of comparison made. We're really interested in behalf of these local agencies in remedies. What are you going to do about them?
I think our record speaks for itself. We were able to bring 15 construction grant agreements across the finish line in just the first 2 years. And when you compare that to the first 2 years of the previous administration, that's $2 billion more in investment. We have 10 more allocations that have been made. In our administration, when we make an allocation, it is our signal that we are looking to bring that over the finish line as well, that project.
So you think you're going to be able to equal the last administration?
I mean, part of it is dictated
now that
by
you're comparing yourself to that administration.
Part of it, I will tell you, and you know, we have talked about this across administrations, we are also only allowed to deal with what comes to us. So I am constrained, just like all administrations have been, with what is in the pipeline and what is ready.
Well, let's talk about that. CIG projects seeking funding have increased. The figures I've been given is 112% from 25 to 53 projects. So people are coming in fast and furious, massive demand for new transit projects, and that's across the nation. Now, you testified that your testimony is that for the FY20 budget, the administration is seeking $1.5 billion for CIG projects, which is a 40% cut. Sadly, of course, that is better than the draconian Trump administration request. If the need for CIG projects is increasing, why is the administration proposing cuts in the program?
We believe the $1.5 billion figure is what we will need for FY 2020. We believe that's what will be ready. The $500 million will cover projects that we believe now will be ready for funding in FY 2020. And that is an estimate because some things are borne out at the local level that are unanticipated. If you look at the Durham project in North Carolina, no one anticipated that project having the third party.
Well, if some project falls out, given the demand, there would be other projects ready to step up. Administrator Williams, our concern is that we are not even trying to meet the demand. And I'm afraid your testimony doesn't help us to believe that you will be able to accelerate that demand. I'm going to ask the ranking member if he would offer his questions.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and again, Acting Administrator Williams, thanks for being here. You and I